Welcome on in, everybody. Today, I've got some open world PvP for you guys. Actually, I've got just a single fight. Been playing that Musket and Rapier, and oh my god, this build is insanely good for open world PvP. And I think it comes down to the fact that nothing can really catch you. In open world PvP, there is so much space to move. You can literally run in any direction forever. And as you guys can see, I pissed off a whole bunch of green players. And then right away, I just pop that trap, and so quickly I can break distance from them. And you see that a bunch of them decide to start chasing, but as soon as I break more distance, a few more peel off. And this is exactly what I wanted for this build. So good at luring players out and then getting them to peel off. And there's that big boy musket damage. These guys are doing a chest run, and that guy was definitely in luck here. He took so much damage from those shots. And down he goes, and this mage here, the only one left, he finds himself all alone. It's exactly what I love. Oh my god. Not only was I able to peel away from the group, but I actually managed to catch up to them again and continue chasing them. This guy here just trying so hard to get away, and I'm just feeding him those musket shots. And the bloom coming in strong for me. I do manage to get the kill on him and finish him off with that next shot. And his friend turns around and decides that he's going to come help. This poor guy steps right into my trap right at the beginning. So that is going to be a nice big chunk of his stamina on those dodges. And then he throws down the gravity well. I do get a good dodge on his first greatsword attack. This second one, unfortunately, connecting. So I go for that heavy attack with the rapier and just bounce right out of there. Try to take a shot with the musket. I end up missing. I actually went for the power shot there. I'm loving power shot on the musket. It hits weirdly hard when you use it at the right time. And I get a great trap on this guy, the flourish and finish, to try to put that damage in. And then there is the shot into the roll reload, the next shot, and down he goes. Of course, I continue chasing these guys, and I find one green player on the side here, and I notice to my left that there is a bunch of green players. I think I found the core of the group here. And I just start taking shots at this guy, whiffing a few of them, unfortunately. I do land actually quite a bit of damage on him, get him down to about a quarter health, and now the greens turn around and they start shooting at me. This is where this build is absolutely amazing. Honestly, kind of borderline OP for open world PvP. The fact that we are the fastest thing out here means that even if the group chases me, I can turn around, break that distance, and look at that, they don't commit to the full chase, and then I just turn around and start shooting at the people that have overextended a little bit more. And this strategy here is working so well for this build, just to break up the larger group. And I try to keep my distance as best I can here. The positioning is super important, and I don't want to get caught with too many guys right on top of me. And I noticed that the mass of this group has gone this direction, so I kind of get towards the tail here and start taking shots at this guy. I notice another green player coming in here as well. Sword and shield and greatsword. Oh man, I try throwing the trap at him. I almost land the trap, and that one I do successfully connect. I go for the shot to heal off the trap, but that sword and shield block, he very quickly prevents me from getting that heal. And now this guy is right on my tail. I do have my rapier ready for the escape if I need it. I pop the stone form right away as well. The reason I did that, not because I was afraid that he would kill me with that combo, but I really didn't want to get caught in that situation any longer and make sure I can keep my distance and control this fight. And I do manage to completely encircle around these guys, and the sword and shield player kind of out of position here, so I'm able to just kind of single out the mage on the left side as he falls behind the rest of the group. I try throwing the trap towards him. Unfortunately, I miss both the traps. I connect the stopping power and then go for the power shot. I get decent damage on him. Unfortunately, no crits there, but still doing about 4 to 5k damage with that combo. And then sticking on top of him with the rapier, down he goes. And then, of course, I continue chasing the group of green players here. The sword and board player runs towards this chest, and it looks like 3 green players at this chest here. I turn to my right and try to put a bit of damage into this guy here. I do see him with the life staff, so it'll be hard to kill other players if he is with the rest of the group. I whiff a few of the shots there, unfortunately. He turns around, gets a great interrupt with the Void Gauntlet there, and I don't commit to try to killing him here. I think that was the right call. I break a little bit of distance and just use that speed that I have with the musket. There goes the trap. And when I turn around, I see that that trap was kind of unnecessary. I have the distance I need, and these guys turn around and start going the other direction. It looks like a fourth player has come into this to pick up the chest as well. And this right here is why I think this build is such an awesome build for open world PvP. After failing to catch me, they decide that they're going to head back towards the rest of their group and continue to get the chests. And I can stay right on top of them without much fear if they turn around that they'll be able to kill me, because I know I can get away with this speed. This puts them in a pretty frustrating position because I can just keep attacking and pestering, and it's very hard for them to actually stop me. So, yeah, I'm going to keep doing that. I chase these guys a little bit further, trying to put some damage in with the musket. There I do land the stopping power, and there's the power shot, almost a 4K power shot, no crit. I feel like if that was a crit, that might have been the kill. And then I whiff the next two shots. That would have been the opportunity to finish him off as well. And the guy does get behind cover. And I'm just going to use that musket speed, keep on chasing these guys. I do have my trap ready to go, both of them, but I'm saving it until I get a little bit closer. They're starting to group up a little bit. I throw the trap down just shy of the greatsword player, and it looks like the great axe player is going to engage. He throws down the gravity well and then turns around, and the greatsword player is just waiting for me on the side. I go for the flourish and finish. Somehow miss all of that. Maybe just a little bit of lag there. It did look like that should have connected. But anyway, I put a couple, or just a single shot into the great axe player. He ends up running a little bit further away again, and I'm going to duke it out with this great sword player. And in the back there is a fire mage shooting at me a little bit too. So just going to mind my distance and keep up a little bit of pressure with the musket. And I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this fight as I say goodbye. Oh my god, this build is insanely good for open world PvP. I feel like if I don't make a big mistake, I almost can't die on this kind of a setup. On top of it, the damage that it has is amazing, and quite enjoying trying out Power Shot instead of the grenade. I think I'm going to cycle through the different musket skills and see what I like, but the grenade requires a lot of setup, where the Power Shot can just deal a ton of damage off the initial shot that it lands, so I do really like that aspect. If you guys enjoyed what you saw here and you want to catch me live, there's a link to my Twitch down below. You can find a written guide to this build on my website, pvpnewworld.com, as well as so many more builds. And if you want to see a build video for this guy, there's a link to that down below in the description too. If you have an awesome clip you want to send into the New World Top 5, you can send that to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. And of course, a big thank you to our sponsor, ExpressVPN, keeping you safe on the internet, and you can get a deal on your first purchase with them thanks to the link down below. A big thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. Thank you guys for keeping it going. And thank you everybody just for tuning in and watching today. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to more. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you next time.